Hi, it's Sandra. I've just walked up that hill, get me. Not quite from all the way down there, but quite a long way up, and I'm puffing. Anyway, welcome to our Saturday morning video, where today I wanted to take the topic of empathy and empaths. It's I got walking a lot, so I live in this beautiful part of the world with my dog Buddy, who's just up there, and I spend a lot of time listening to podcasts. I love learning and love getting to hear some of the latest thinking. And I was listening to a great podcast with Anita Moorjani, who you may know or you may not know. She had a near-death experience, caught cancer, that's a terrible thing to say, developed cancer, and ended up in a coma with major body organ failure and passed over to the other side, let's say. And when she reached the other side, she had an experience there and actually came back into her physical body and healed, and goes to live and share the story. She's written a book about it. It's quite fascinating, actually. And she's been talking on this podcast, not about that actually, but about her latest book, which is to do with empaths. And I thought, what a great topic for me to talk about, because it's something very close to my heart. Once I heard that frame and that label, if you like, I realised it was me and that I have been an empath. And I think it's important to understand what it means to be an empath and then to embrace it, because I think for a long time I didn't know what was going on. And I remember a situation, it must have been a good 10 years ago now. I was training to be an NLP practitioner, and I was going to go through the gate, and when I was at a particular weekend learning about this particular module, I was talking to one of the other delegates who was going through a pretty tough time, and I remember her saying to me about some of the stuff that had gone on for her, and I could honestly feel in my heart and in my stomach what she was going through. It's the weirdest thing to say, and I didn't kind of get it, but I just sensed this energy hit me, and I felt a bit crap, to be quite honest. I felt like she'd offloaded, and it all happened at a kind of subconscious level, but she'd offloaded what had happened to her onto me, and she gave me a hug, said thanks, that was great. And I thought, God, here's me stood here holding that now. And I've known for many years that I can walk into a room and sense the room and sense the energy. I can sense the mood of our home when I used to walk into the home, and I just didn't know that it had this kind of label and this thing, and it was very hard really to know what to do about it and how I was to clear it and ignore it. And other traits of empaths are that, as well as the sensitivity to reading other people, they're also very often people pleasers. They like to care about other people, they like to look out for other people, and therefore have a difficulty in saying no, find it very hard to set boundaries, and also not wanting the spotlight, which has absolutely been me for most of my life. That sense of not wanting to take centre stage, because it's not about me, it's always about other people and the desire to help others. And there are many other descriptions, and I would really recommend you read her new book, which is about empathy as a strength. And she's gone on to turn it around, because she realised that was her too, that she had lived her life through other people, struggled to set boundaries, struggled to put her voice out there, and not realising that it mattered. And of course it matters, all our voices matter. And she has turned it around. She's learnt to embrace it. So she knows now that she can read a room, she knows she can read the energy of other people, and she uses it as a strength, because particularly she writes in her book this last year, where we need greater empathy, we need greater compassion, we need more people to be there for others, and this sense of having this greater energy around this care is really needed, and it's not one to be hidden anymore. So I just want to share those thoughts with you, really, that if you're somebody in that space, then what can you do to embrace? What can you do to step into your light a little more? What can you do to embrace the fact that you have this compassion, this care, and this desire to please, especially in the world of work, where it's so often about prove it to me, isn't it? Prove it, where's the evidence? And as empathetic people, it's often hard to do that, because it's an instinctive, intuitive feel. So be brave, put them big girl pants on, and start to own your message and who you are. that's today's. Hope you enjoyed it, and look at that lovely view. Hope, if nothing else, you admire that view that looks right into North Wales. All right, take care. Have a fabulous weekend. Bye.